In the previous lesson, we talked about using a template. Now I want to show you how to build something simple from scratch. Again, my objective is to help you to build a simple store. In this section, I'm going to show you how to build your site from scratch. Now, in the previous sections and lessons, I showed you how to edit a pre-made template, something that you can just purchase and start to use right away without doing much work to it, which is this one right here. So let's say that you wanted to do something simple. You're starting out, you don't know how to code, and just the thought of coding terrifies you. That's okay, because we're going to conquer that right now. So let's go to the back end of Joomla. Okay, so this is where you're going to be doing most of your work. As you saw in the previous lessons, when we edited, the template version, it's the same thing. The only difference is that now you'd have to build the things from scratch that you don't have available. So the first thing I want to do is we want to work on this header, right? We want to get a nice, simple menu going that we can be able to add the links that we want. So let's do that. Let's go over to the back end, and you want to click on. There's two ways to do this, okay? The first way to do it is you go to, let me just open a new tab. You can go to System, and then you go over to Site Templates Styles, and then you can choose on the Shaper Ultimate, which is the default template we're using, and then you can click on Template Options. So this is the first way to do it, right? So we want to be able to add the menu items on here. So let's go over to Basic. We're going to leave the Helix Ultimate as the menu, the logo, but you can change that and replace that with your own just by simply clicking here and then uploading from your computer if you have something else that you want to use. But for the sake of this, I'm going to keep that Helix Ultimate. And then you can go to the header. This is where you can choose how you want this header to look. And I'll cover this briefly, but let me just recap again. So I can go with something, let's say something like this. It's going to have the header with the social links, or even something like this. Now it has a little more. We can remove these social icons, if we don't really need them, or we can go with, just something simple like this. It has this, and it have the link. So for now, I'm just going to keep this one. Let me try this other layout. And that's the beautiful part about this tool, is you can try different layouts that you want. Now let's take up this search, because I don't want this search at the very top right now. Let's click on disable the search, and then we can go with something like this. Again, the goal of it is you want something that's simple, that's easy to to get up and going. All right, so we're going to leave this heading like this for now. Okay, now the next thing that we want to do is we want to be able to go to the menus. There are two ways to build a menu. One of the ways is you can do it with the Helix Ultimate, or if you go on the back end, another way to do that is you go to Menus, and then you go to the main menu, and then from there you can click on New. Both of these, let me move this tab over. Both of these accomplish the same thing, right? Both of these accomplish the same thing. So I'm going to leave this right now on the Helix Ultimate just to show you. So this is the menu builder. When you mouse over this, you notice you have this edit icon. You can put in the trash, or you can also turn into a mega menu, which means it can give you sub menus, right? So we're not going to do that for now. I want to keep it simple. So let's click to add another item. So let's click here, and we're going to call this one store or shop. And then where it says menu item type, you can click on select. You want to go to EasyStore. Now, since we haven't added any products or added anything yet, we're going to circle back to this so I can show you how to reassign the menu items that you have. But for now, I'm going to, let me see this here. So I'm going to put this here to products. And we don't have any yet, so we can leave that. We don't have any products category yet. Let's see what happens then. So now we've saved it. So we're going to add the products later on. So now we have a menu that's called shop. Let's add another menu. We can call this one about. This is going to be just the basic information about your store, about what you're doing. And I'm going to click where it says menu item type, click on select. And then we can go to SB Page Builder. We can click on this. We don't have any pages yet, so let's just click on this My Store. Again, I'll show you how to make the changes for this later on. And then we want to click on Save. So far so good. Your site has a home page. As you can see at the top here, you have a home page, you have a shop page, you have an about. Now, if you want to change the orders of these, all you have to do is just drag and move it up just like that. So now you have the home first, you have the about, and then you have the shop. Okay, so this is simple. Then let's add one more. Click on add. And we're going to have this one called the contact. This is where people can be able to contact you. Let's go to select. Let's go over to SB Page Builder. Let's go to the page. And we're going to select the same one as before. And then click on save. Okay, so now you have the core components that every website needs. You have the home page, you have the about page, you have the shop page, and then you have the contact us page. These are the core pages that you need if you're getting started. You know, you don't really need any much more than this. Now, of course, as your site grow, then you can add some more items that you can do some more. Okay, so let me move this over this way. Let me click on save. Now we're going to take a look on the front end to see what it looks like. So this is what we had before. Let's refresh this page. So now, so far so good. Your site have a logo, you have a home, you have about, you have a shop, and then you have a contact. You have a sign in. This is where people can be able to sign in, and then you have an off canvas, which the off canvas is going to have all the menus that you have on your main menu. Now, I want to remove this home right here because this doesn't belong, doesn't look right there. Let's just do that quickly before moving on to the next section. So to do so, you go to System, and then you go to Site Modules. And then from the Site Modules, we don't need any breadcrumbs, anything. This is what that is. This right here is a breadcrumb. So we're going to just come here and we're just going to just click to disable it. Now, when you refresh this page, that shouldn't be there anymore. Hold on, let's go back this way. So, okay, so the breadcrumb is probably coming from the menu. So let's go back to the menu system here, because sometimes it's located in different places. So let's go over to the menu, the main menu, and then let's go over to home. So let's change this from display to, let's change that to hide, and click on save. And let's reload it. Okay, so now we've gotten rid of that home there. You know, because sometimes there's several places that they usually put that in, but that's the breadcrumb that we don't need. So now everything is a blank canvas. You're off to a great start. Your menu is done. We can come back later on to connect them to the right places. So now next is we want to work on each individual page. So we're going to work on the home. Okay, let's work on the home page.